A new era of automobiles that were more than just machines began in 1958 thanks to American automotive design. The 1958 Chevrolet Impala served as the focal point of this update. A peculiar celebrity who, under Bill Mitchell, both ushered in a daring new direction and symbolized the last vestiges of Harley Earl's fat, curved design era. However, the great majority of people are unaware of this. The original Impala not only had a unique chassis and design, but it also had a long list of odd, intriguing technical secrets that are rarely discussed. It was only made for a year. Executives once made fun of the Impala's futuristic air suspension system, which eventually failed, as well as its phony but amazing features, such as the top vent. This vehicle is unlike any previous or current Chevy model. We look at some of the lesser-known facts about the 1958 Chevrolet Impala in today's video. It was a brief, peculiar, and exquisite symbol in the history of automobiles. One-year models. The 1958 Chevrolet Impala was a one-year-only vehicle. It had a unique engineering design, body, and frame. No carryover design was used. The following year, almost instantly, it became a rare and collectible model. Its exclusivity set it apart from Chevy's wide range of vehicles. There weren't many cars in GM's history with such a short but impactful lifespan. A brief but noticeable presence in automobile design. The name was laughed at. Executives laughed when the name Impala was first proposed. One person even asked, "Why name it after some damn goat?" Unbeknownst to them, it was a graceful and swift African antelope. Designers selected it to evoke luxury, speed, and elegance. Despite the derision, the name stuck and became familiar. For over 60 years, it was a part of Chevrolet's lineup. Proof that first impressions aren't always true. The frame of XF Chevrolet introduced a new XF frame with the 58 Impala. The 1957 perimeter frame was replaced by it. This significantly improved ride quality and body stiffness. It allowed for a lower and longer body profile. The XF frame served as the foundation for later GM platforms. It was a chassis engineering breakthrough at the time. One more reason why 1958 was a turning point. There are only two body types in 1958. There were only two Impala models available. Only a convertible and a sporty two-door coupe sedans. The car's distinctiveness made it feel more opulent. Four-door Impalas will be introduced the following year. Style and sportiness were given priority in the Tudor-Only ruling. It catered to young wealthy customers looking for flair. A bold marketing approach. Triple taillight design. The triple round taillights were first used in 1958. Three lights on each side were the Impala's defining feature. This set it apart from less expensive Chevy models. It gave the rear end of the car a more luxurious, futuristic appearance. The design was so beloved that it lasted for decades. Even following cars like the Lumina and Caprice were imitating it. It all started with the 1958 model's bold rear end. A fake roof vent at the rear of the roof was a cool V-shaped air vent. Airflow was supposed to be used to dissipate cabin heat, but in practice, it pulled air into the cabin. The engineers failed to address the pressure issue in a timely manner, so they sealed it off and kept it intact for aesthetic reasons. An unsuccessful feature turns into a style triumph. It evolved into a chic lie that looked fantastic. 7. Perforation in the steering wheel. The steering wheel had big round holes bored into it. This design was inspired by the race cars of the era. In racing, holes reduced weight and improved grip. Chevy only used it to give it a sporty appearance. It added flair to the otherwise lavish decor. Performance cues and comfort are expertly balanced. A small detail told a lot about intent. V8 tri-power engine with 348. The best engine option is the tri-power 348. CI V8. It had 3 two-barrel carburetors for maximum performance. The output peaked at an impressive 280 horsepower. A beast for a car, but one that was stylish and comfortable. I was reminded of muscle cars before they were even real by this arrangement. This turned the Impala into a boulevard beast. It's incredibly fast in addition to being elegant. Ramjet fuel injection as an option. Chevy debuted ramjet fuel injection in 1958. The technology was cutting edge for a non-sports car. The injection-powered 283 CI V8 engine produced 250 horsepower. Few customers decided to buy it because of its high cost. Nonetheless, it proved Chevy's commitment to innovation. Collectors now value the remaining Ramjet Impalas highly, in a stylish skin, a genuine gem of rare technology. Four-wheeled air ride suspension. The 1958 Impala had the option of a four-wheel air suspension. Steel springs were replaced with rubber, airbags for comfort. An engine-powered compressor was used to change the ride height. Uneven roads were supposed to be self-leveling and smoothed. In fact, it leaked, sagged, and stole power. Chevy recalled and replaced it on most cars. The original air-ride Impalas are now unicorns. 11. There was no design continuity. In 1959, the 1958 and 1959 Impalas had quite different appearances. The body grew longer, wider, and much lower. Rooflines vanished, and tail fins took center stage. There were also significant changes made to the interior design. Both used the XF frame, but not much else matched. The 58 became a standalone piece of design history. One look, 1 year, and no more. 12. The low seating posture of 1959 to make room for the 1959 Impala's lower roof. Chevy had to stoop the seats almost to the floor. It completely changed the driving experience. Standing upright was replaced by driving with the legs out. It was sportier but less comfortable for some. This was part of GM's modernization efforts. The 1958 model. 13. Roof hoods and vents. Not functioning. The Impala had decorative vents on the hood and roof. They looked aerodynamic and performance-inspired, but none of them succeeded. These were just decorative accents, not technological features. This was a common trend in automobile design in the late 1950s. Function came before form, not the other way around. They added more drama to the entire appearance though. 14. Power steering pump. Positioning. The generator's power steering is a peculiar engineering strategy. Both were belt-driven and came from the same source. It saved space under the hood and was wise for the time. However, this configuration was not used for very long by GM cars. Later models used more conventional pump positioning. It does, however, illustrate the experimental character of 58 engineering. Function and packaging were combined in a novel way. 15. Linked to the TASK platform, designer Claire Mikitchen helped introduce GM's task concept. TASK stood for Total Automotive System Concept. Its objective was to create flexible platforms with common components. The end product of this effort was the X-Car platform. The Pontiac Phoenix, Chevy Citation, and other models were born out of it. Impala's 1958 design DNA served as inspiration for this forward thinking. One short-lived model, one lasting engineering legacy. By combining avant-garde engineering, bold style, and quirky features, the 1958 Chevrolet Impala revolutionized American car design. In addition to being a fashionable car, it symbolized the shift from Harley Earl's voluminous jet style to Bill Mitchell's sleek, modern designs. Even though it didn't last long, its influence lasted for decades. Features like the unusual air ride suspension, triple taillights, and Swiss cheese steering wheel made it unforgettable. It was audacious, aspirational, and not scared to take risks, even if they led to some disappointments. That's what makes it special. An era of design ended and a new one started. For collectors and enthusiasts, the 58 Impala is more than just metal. It's history in motion. A relic from the American car heyday, It is still rare, valued, and drawing attention over 60 years later. If you've seen one or have a story to tell, please leave a comment. We'd love to hear it. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more forgotten legends like this one.